Local visibility is on the precipice of a digital cliff. The biggest reason why foot traffic is at an all time low is because marketing, as most people know it, is pretty much dead and gone. If we don't update our marketing, the idea of local business, it's unlikely to have a sustainable future. It's just going to end up being more chain restaurants and Amazon deliveries and a really generic scene in every single city, town, and neighborhood.
I'll come tomorrow. I will wait. I will wait.
All right, I just showed you how to put together a compound marketing system that is a daily foot traffic multiplier method. It is easier than it looks, but you do need a few key components in place or it won't work any better than throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. The three things you need are that irresistible offer, the thing that is better and more attractive to your customer than anything else and has nothing to do with a discount or what you sell or any sort of features and benefits, right? Like we've got to talk about what they want in their own language using sales psychology. This is the backbone of your marketing strategy. It's what makes it work. The gas in the engine, so to say, is the targeted digital ads. This is how we get new eyes on your business and make sure that people know about you if they're not already aware that you're there. And then finally, what compounds foot traffic over time is an automated connection strategy that multiplies your foot traffic through a series of, again, automated, set it and forget it methods to connect with consumers through the tripod of local marketing. So we need to make sure that we have automated strategies in place for email, for social, and for in person so that we can not just be seen by new customers, but keep them coming back again and again and again. This is how I and my customers have 10x'd foot traffic using automated connection strategies and seen daily increases over time without having to add any extra time into marketing. Here's the scary thing though. I mentioned that in today's digital environment, this is only getting worse. Okay. So the biggest reason why foot traffic is at an all time low is because marketing, as most people know it, is pretty much dead and gone. That is the big reason why doing things like posting on social, paying for billboards, all the other things that so many people who own local businesses keep doing. That's why that's not working. And a lot of business owners I talk to, they think the reason that sales are down is the economy or it's tariffs or it's the weather. And those things certainly aren't helping anyone. But the real issue is consumer behavior. And this is 100% a problem with marketing strategy, not external forces like the economy. And it cannot be fixed by throwing more spaghetti at the wall or hiring a marketing agency or, any of the other things that so many people do. And here's the problem. As I've already mentioned, your website, your social media, your SEO, your email, especially offline things like billboards, flyers, like even your storefront, your sidewalk sign, they're not being seen by customers. Your business is invisible. No one is seeing anything local in today's digital environment, and it's about to fall off a cliff. It's going to get worse. The reason why is we have an explosion of digital content, plus AI and algorithms. They're all designed to keep people constantly on their phones, right? Like I've said this multiple times, they're scrolling. That's all they're doing. And this is keeping your business invisible for two big reasons. Number one is all this content has created bored, disconnected customers with an attention span of about 2.5 seconds. So the average consumer now has a shorter attention span than a goldfish. That is true of digital media and it's true of offline media too. So we have to get their attention immediately or they are on to the next distraction. The second reason is the latest data indicates that a consumer has to see a business an average of 11.6 times on at least 4 different platforms, or some data says that they have to see 7 hours of content before they make a purchase. So I want you to ask yourself, how often would you say with your whatever method you're using, whether that's the spaghetti method, the content method, the, ad or tactical method, how often are you putting marketing content out there? I'll pause. Yeah, definitely not 11.6 times on 4 different platforms every week, right? And this is increasing at an exponential rate. So 6 months ago, The consumer data was actually 5 touch points, not 11. This is because of the way that AI and the digital algorithms are changing consumer behavior, and this is only going to get worse. So when we think about those outside forces like the economy, tariffs, the weather, whatever it is, the only hope a local business has is to make sure they're seen often enough by customers who still have the money to come in and make that purchase, your VIPs, right? The pool of people able to spend money is smaller now than when things are booming. So your marketing has to be super targeted and efficient. And in today's digital environment, we have to have that compound strategy that multiplies foot traffic versus just throwing spaghetti at the wall because of how consumers are behaving and interacting with all of these digital platforms. So, this is essentially why, as a local business owner, you've been having such a hard time getting foot traffic. And here's the thing, because of what's happening with AI and the digital world, this is only going to get worse. Many business owners, they talk to me and tell me that the reason their sales are in the toilet is because of the economy. But I have many business owners who I'm working with who are using my daily foot traffic multiplier method who have had their best year ever. I'll put the link below. Check my testimonials page for proof of that. These are real people. So the business owners who are trying to make outdated methods work or keep throwing spaghetti at the wall, they're going to keep falling further and further behind. So my prediction is that local visibility is on the precipice of a digital cliff. Okay, those who fall off of it in the next couple of months, they're going to be hard pressed to ever climb back up. The only way to stay ahead of this wave of invisibility is to stop trading your time for money. You need to build an automated system that gets you in front of customers as often as they need to see you to outsmart these algorithms. And I don't want to see local business owners struggle even more than they already are. But if we don't update our marketing in general, like the idea of local business, it's unlikely to have a sustainable future. It's just going to end up being more chain restaurants and Amazon deliveries and a really generic scene in every single city, town, and neighborhood. So that's why I'm offering you, local business owner who has watched this entire mini masterclass, I want you to book a completely 100% free call. I want to help you understand exactly what to do for your specific business and situation because generic, outdated, and non-specific advice is not going to help you get this set up in your business, and it's not going to keep you from falling off of this invisibility cliff. So this call is for local business owners who are sick of struggling for foot traffic and know that a little bit of strategic direction from a local marketing expert can give them the push they need to get on track and not fall off the invisibility cliff. There's absolutely nothing for sale. I always say keep your credit card in the freezer. But the longer you wait and the more time and money you put into trying to do this on your own, the closer you are to being completely invisible and fighting against even more content and more sophisticated algorithms that are working against your local business. Asking for help from someone who actually understands your goals and has achieved those same goals themselves is probably the biggest secret to success with any business, large or small. I always say if you want to go in circles, go alone. If you want to go backwards, ask a friend or a novice or a minimum wage hire. You're going to end up working 3 times as much trying to get them to understand what you want them to do. If you want to go far, follow in the footsteps of someone who has already achieved the business or life that you want. So book a free call and let me show you how to install the daily foot traffic multiplier in your business so you can see more sales and success.